Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Sarah Yunus. I'm so excited and honored to have a truly inspiring guest with us today, R Aruna Lawrence. She is just not a cancer survivor, but a true cancer warrior. Her journey from battling one of the life's toughest challenge to becoming a passionate trainer, aerial yoga instructor, and motivational trainer is nothing short of extraordinary. So today she's here to share how she transformed her mindset from why me to try me. So something very interesting, a story that promises to touch your heart, ignite your spirit, and empower you to face your own challenges with courage and purpose. So I'm just eager to get in. So let's dive in and welcome Aruna. Hello Aruna, welcome to my channel, Sarah Yunus.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good, thank you so much. How are you doing?
Good. So far, so good. Thank you.
Great, great. It's wonderful. It's a honor to have you on my channel. And I must say, you are really a motivation for all of us. We just get
Thank
scared with our small life challenges, and you have just, stood so strong. I really hats off to you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a great privilege and honor to be a part of this program
My
and being
pleasure.
invited by the Sarah Yunus. Thank you so
Mhm.
much.
Thank you, thank you. So let me start with this. Let us just take us back to the moment you first heard the diagnosis. What went through your mind? How did you begin to process it? I know it would have not been an easy journey, and I'm sorry I'm again making you recall those things.
Sure. So yeah, I was married, in 2007, and then my
Okay,
son was born in 2009. So we were in
okay,
our hometown celebrating his second birthday, 11. So
okay,
2011, and we were in Coimbatore. That's my hometown, and we were celebrating his second birthday. And actually, there is a family history of mine where my we have lost a grandmother to cancer. That is my maternal granny to cancer.
okay,
So I
okay.
always had this inhibition or apprehension, you can call it whatever, or fear,
Mm,
that was always there in my mind that I should get myself tested. And I used to do this regular checkup, physical examination, and all. So once
okay.
I just found something a little different, but
Mm-hmm.
whenever I went to the doctors, they were all saying, no, there's nothing wrong. And, you just have
Mm,
to just take it out of your mind. Just because
okay.
you lost your granny to cancer, you shouldn't be worried about this. But
Mm-hmm.
still, when the intuition says something, I think we have to
Yes,
follow it, especially within our body. So
correct.
I thought, okay, let me get myself checked through an oncologist. And but the test, when I did it with great conviction and great promising thing that nothing is going to be wrong. So
Okay.
my mind was completely positive when I gave the test, saying that yes, everybody said it's going to be nothing, and yes, I believe that it's going to be nothing.
Yes.
So when actually the results came out, and it was totally, even the doctors were awestruck by the report, because they 98% believe that there's nothing wrong, and they did all the tests because of the 2% of benefit of my doubt. They did the tests, and it came
Okay.
out to be positive. And so, have you heard this thing? Maybe we have read in books and seen in the movies and all, saying that the room is revolving around me. I felt everything
Yeah.
closing in on me. So I have only read that. And when I heard that it is positive, and the doctor calling me and telling me, I
Mm,
for the next few seconds I didn't know where I was. I was just sunk into a dark hole, or the black
mm,
hole, I can say. So I
yeah.
was completely drawn back, and then I was not able to respond or react or do anything, completely lost for at least
Mm,
for a few minutes. So I felt that everything was spinning around me. I felt it
yes.
was full dark, and it took
Mhm.
some time for me to come out of it. So
Right.
that time it was like, I wouldn't say that, as you see me now, I call myself a warrior. So a
Warrior. Yeah.
warrior was not born on a day, is what I would say. So Rome was
Yes.
not built on it the same way. A warrior from any problem can never be born on the same day itself. So that
Right.
day it was like a gong that went on my head, saying that no, something has gone wrong in your body, and then you have to think about it. But the mind is so fragile that time that I never came out of that question of why me. Yeah, as soon as
Mm,
it comes, the first thing that comes to us is, even it may be physical, mental, or
Yes.
social, economical, the
Correct.
first thing that we ask ourselves is why me, right? So I was
Yes.
stuck in that. I was completely stuck asking why me. So I used to keep asking this question, like, why me? I didn't do such a big mistake for this thing, because cancer back then, it was like very chaotic. Like, if
Yeah.
cancer, you will have to lose your life, is what people used to
Correct.
talk.
People say correct. Absolutely.
So for that matter of fact, even my mom, actually, because she lost her mom to cancer, and she has not seen how technology has improved or how it can be taken care and all. So
Mm.
she was also she actually fainted as soon as she heard the
She knew.
diagnosis. Yeah. So she
But your
felt like
mom
that.
didn't have any problems. Your mom was not diagnosed with anything.
No, no,
Actually.
no.
Okay.
She's fine. Yeah.
No,
So
no, no.
everything was like, people around me itself were like, under the impression that it is cancer. And back then, I don't know why they make cancer so chaotic. People die of
Yes.
many things. Even in the
Correct.
movie, you see, even if a dog dies, it's because of cancer. Anything happens, it is
Yes.
only because of cancer. So
Yes.
actually, like, everything was so much chaotic in my mind. It was all muffled. I didn't know
Hmm.
what to do. I didn't know how to move forward. Because
Correct.
for me also, I also have seen my grandma succumb to cancer, the
Hmm.
illness. So I was also like, in a state of, my mind was chaotic and it was all muffled. I didn't have a clear path. So that was
Correct.
the actual thing. I'm just being very frank. I'm not going to say,
Yeah.
yeah, I fought cancer and everything is easy in life.
Yes.
No.
Definitely in the beginning, it's see, nobody can be so strong. Now, even doctors, when they also get some kind of disease like this, even sometimes they lose their control. They are just out of their mind. They get nervous. I think this is all a part of our humans. We are all humans, so we have to face through this. Yes, after this shocking period, how we are taking ourselves, that is what we have seen in you. Like if it was someone else at your place, I'm sure they would have not taken life this way. They would have just, kind of, made them in house without doing anything, thinking that I'm going to die, made them
Mm,
so this thing with them. So it's good that, you have become an example for people that cancer is not the end of life. Many people think that, if I've got cancer, my life is over, or if I have medicines, or if I don't have medicines, I am going to die one day. See, death is something which is unpredictable and which can come anytime.
inevitable.
Even you have
Yeah.
cancer or you don't have cancer, it can come anytime. But the main thing is live life happily, till whatever life is being given to you, make some
True.
use of it, so that when you die, people should say that yes, this person was on so much level, so good, so this thing, so friendly, or did something very good for the society, or did something for our, some kind of good thoughts and good deeds should be there behind us. That is what we need. We come empty hand, we go empty hand. They say this, but actually the real fact is we come empty hand, no doubts. But when we are going, we are not going empty hands, we are going with lots of blessings of
Lot.
people, lots of things we are leaving behind. When we are coming in this world, we have nothing. It's like, everything new we are going to start. But when we are living this world, we are leaving so many things behind us, and it's not about our monetary things, properties, cars, or jewelries, or no, it's basically our deeds.
True.
So that is very important. And when I came to know about you, and you often talk about this shift, why me,
I need to try me.
try
Yes.
me, I really like that, that that actually gave, like, it gives you a boost, like, yeah, why should I say why me? I should say try me. Okay, fine, let me face some more challenges, let me explore more the things. And it's always one thing, no? See, when we see challenges and the struggles which people like you have taken and overcome and leading, it's a very good real example for other people who crib and cry on small things.
True.
Today this didn't happen, today that didn't happen, my job went, my business went. There are much more big problems than this in this world. At least we have our body with us, which is
That's
functioning properly: two hands, two legs, two eyes, two ears, a mouth to talk, a nose to smell. So we are not actually blessed, or we are not being thankful of these things. There are some people, like when I have a cafe here in Bangalore, behind
true.
Manyata Tech Park. So just on the main road. So we see a lot of people coming, going, passing by. So I see a lot of the Zomato riders. So they are handicapped and they ride that handicapped vehicle. And when they come for the picking up the parcel, and then I tell my mummy, We are so much better than him, but still we are not thankful. He is so happy in his handicap bike, na? You should see the smile on his face, the way he takes it from us, and the way he's trying to please. I say that he's enjoying with whatever God has given him. He feels that thankfulness, that how it is, how life has to be and all that. I think we should learn from those kind of people.
Yeah. So
They
that
set a
was
very
the so as I said, like, you said why me to try me, you I know you
yes,
liked it. So for me, that why me was the first stage, I would say. So if I have to write jot out the the how
mm,
it went, the journey, the
yes,
first step was why me only. So as I said,
hmm,
I was stuck in that for a long time, and you'll not believe, like, midnight I used to wake up at 2 o'clock and sit and cry. My husband would be like, so scared, what happened?
yeah,
Then I will keep asking why me. I didn't do any big mistake. Why me? Why me? And then he had a different version of, convincing me. He used to tell me that, maybe you're, God chosen one. Maybe you're very
yes,
strong. You can tell the society something. But back then, it all felt like, I wanted to hit him because he's not understanding my problem. So,
correct,
yeah, that's, when people can easily say it's okay. So when they say it's
yes,
okay, we feel like, can it be okay? So, like, he said, take it in the right way. Maybe you're very strong, that is no, but it didn't strike me that way. Still, I was in the YME stage. Then I did my surgery, and then we had my chemo session. My
mhm,
chemotherapy session first was in a very secluded, like, room and all, so I didn't meet many people. My second
mhm,
session, I had to be in the main ward, and then I had to walk inside a
mm,
ward of chemotherapy patients. And
okay,
there I see, a 70-year-old man, and then
mhm,
a 50-year-old lady, and then 40,
mhm.
and then 30, and then it goes down to 3 months old baby.
Oof. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
three
Mm,
months old baby, and the baby is getting treated for blood transfusion. I was
okay,
like it struck me like a big blow on my head. Like, it's like, how can you ask why me? You're 30 years old, and then the baby is 3 years old. It's not
three
even
years,
kept his foot. Yeah, I mean 3 months, 3 months.
3 months. Sorry,
Its
yeah,
foot
3 months old.
3 months. Its foot has not even touched the floor, and then ground, and then is it ready to ask why me? It's not even capable of asking why me also. But it is taking the
Right.
life as it comes, and it is trying to live it, right. It is
Yes,
struggling to live, to get the second chance in life. So that
correct.
was the realization. That was the first step. That is a like after trying me, that was the first step to realization I had, I would say.
Mhm.
Like, I thought I shouldn't ask me why. I shouldn't be asking why me. And the baby is saying try me. When the baby is saying try me with its actions, I
Why
think
not me?
I'm 30 years old, and I think I should take it up and say try me. So that was a big realization, and the second chemo went on like that. From that, the third and the fourth chemo was like big, trip, like a picnic. I used to go to the hospital, mingle with all the people.
Mhm.
So something as my then that came with my husband's thoughts, like, maybe there is some purpose
Yes,
that, I'm able to come up and talk to people. So I think I should take it up to the next level of, I'm empowered to live my life beautiful way after cancer. And I think I
yes,
should empower others to live beautifully after cancer.
right.
So I took it up as a journey, and I was working as a financial analyst with Goldman Sachs. So I
Okay,
quit my job for my son, and I didn't want to go back to corporate. So
okay.
I picked up this, passion-driven profession of being into fitness. Fitness,
Mhm.
why? It has
Yeah,
created a lot of, impact on in my life, and lot of changes. And it's I am here. One of the reasons would be fitness, I would say.
mhm,
Excluding the main reasons, the pillars of my support, my husband, family, friends, and the other reason is
mhm.
fitness as well, I would say. I was put on hormone therapy tablet for 10 years actually.
Okay,
So this
okay,
hormone therapy, when they gave me the tablet, they told me it is going to be negative on your breast because I had breast cancer.
okay.
But they said that is the positive things about it, but there are a lot of side effects to the tablet. But no other go, you have to take the tablet. And I asked,
Right.
what are the side effects? They told me, if you take the tablet, after 6 months, when you come and meet us, you will not be walking and coming, you'll be rolling and coming. So you will become obese, basically. That's what, he was so friendly doctor that, he used to crack some jokes with me. So he said,
Mhm.
You're going to roll and come, so you might become very obese." And then the
Okay.
next he told, you are prone to uterus cancer. And then the next he told, you might get your menopause at a very early stage because your hormones are being hindered by this tablet. So
Mhm.
all these they're like, shock after shock after. So for me, that why me stage was like, for 6 months I was on why me, and then I was all geared up, giddied up to face my life in a very strong way. And again, there
Mm.
is somebody coming and telling, no, 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 go down. And then there's a blow, one more blow on me. So
Mm.
it's like a roller coaster ride, I would
Roller
say. So
coaster ride, yeah. Something keeps coming up.
something keeps coming up and I'm going down in my mindset. So it has been
Mm.
like on and off. Then again I was so much drawn back, because for chemotherapy I had to lose my hair, I had to go bald, all of these things. Again I went down, and then
Yeah.
again I was okay to face everything, and then this hormone therapy came up. And then
Mm.
that is when I thought, okay, fine, let me start with some fitness session. So I started with
Right.
something which I'm passionate about. So fitness should be something, it shouldn't be something like you're pulling yourself to do it. Fitness
Mm.
or any class or something, you should go as like it's a way of life. You should look at it as a way of life. So if anyone asks me what is fitness to you in your life, I would say it's like brushing my teeth, nothing less,
Mm.
nothing more. So
Correct.
even if
And
you
it should be
we can
actually it should come from the heart. Like, even when we talk about prayers, when we talk about worship and all that stuff, and because I belong from an Muslim Islam family, so a lot of people
Hmm,
say that, you pray 5 times, you do this thing. I said, see, I don't mind doing it, but then it has to come from my heart. Once
that's
it
true.
once that thing spark comes from inside, na, then nobody will stop me. And I
Hmm,
will not, I will myself not stop myself from doing it. The same way
hmm,
fitness is also something like that. It has to come from inside. If you tell me, my doctors tell me, my parents tell me, or my siblings tell me, I'll feel that it's just for the sake of doing it. You will not
hmm.
enjoy it, and actually you'll feel more stressed with it. And some things, if anything, you're not doing it with full heart, na, that actually pulls out more. It drains your energy. You
Yeah,
feel like,
that's
oh
true.
my God, what am I doing? Where am I standing? Oh my God, I'm getting late. I have to finish this job. Because you are not, you're not fully interested in it. You're not indulged in it. And just pushing yourself in that. And you've given us a very good point here, that which I want to tell my viewers, that fitness of any kind of exercise, as you're into the yoga, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel when it comes to fitness and exercise, it can be of any kind, whichever you're comfortable with, but it is really necessary that you follow one system. Whether you're comfortable with yoga, aerobics, or dance, or Zumba, there are so many options that in today's date we have it. Or even some people do Kathak. We had a Kathak dancer, she was the guest on my channel. And she said, Sarah, even Kathak is a form of exercise. It relieves, it takes out all the stress from your body, it puts you into a different, it gives you a motivation, it enlightens you, it gives you that energy, that enthusiasm, the new positiveness to come in your life. So there are so many options for us that we can use, and we can try to utilize that. Some people like painting. It says that that's also a kind of stress relief, removing their negative energy, giving them little soothness. So I think everyone has to make something in their life. They need to get dedicated to any one particular thing. It can be anything, and that helps us actually overcome all these things. So when the doctor told you about all the side effects and all that, did the side, because I don't see the side effects happening, but still I need to ask this question. So did you see this, any side effects happening in your life?
That's what. As soon as the doctor told me, again, it was a fear-driven thing that,
Yes.
so for me, no. Actually, there is an article written about by a, ex-Indian Express reporter. So
Mhm.
she actually wrote my story completely based on fear. Okay, so
Okay.
how fear can be used to become a different person in life. How
Mm.
fear can be used to build up a skill. How fear
Mm.
can be used live your second life. Everything was based on fear. So for me,
Okay.
maybe because fear, maybe that is the main factor, that that was it. Like, I was so scared, like looking at myself in a very plumpy way, or I've never seen
Yeah.
myself that way. So immediately I started thinking of doing something which I like. So I went into dance, okay, dance fitness. So
Mhm.
and then I'm like, people say I become very possessed when I dance. So that is the craziness I have. I'm so obsessed, and I look possessed when I dance. Like I enjoy dancing like anything. So I started
Okay.
taking that as a fitness journey, and then I started being a student. And then, so when I was being a student, only like when the my no teacher is not there, instructor is not there, I used to pitch in and all. So that was
Mhm.
when people told that I think you are a very instructor material. You
Okay.
are like somebody who can make people do things. So you don't
Mhm.
waste yourself being a student. So people like around me and my ex boss and all, they're like, no, yeah, you should do, you should do. Then I
Mhm.
started becoming a. So I started my fitness profession as a dance fitness instructor, not even yoga. Yeah,
Oh,
dance fitness
okay.
instructor. Yeah.
Okay.
So and then when I was doing dance fitness, I used to attend yoga classes, and
Okay.
yoga was like. I don't know. I was totally drawn into like knowing more about yoga. I wanted to know what is in it because I felt so good after doing a yoga session, and
Okay.
so I started learning more of yoga. And then these sessions were happening. Everything was going on, and
Mm.
I was managing. I was a manager of a studio, and then program
Mhm.
manager. I was managing the mentors and all. So when all of this was happening side by side, COVID also happened. Okay, and then we had to put a stop to all our close up places. I was stuck in my native, and that's
Yeah.
when my dance fitness students actually asked me like, why don't you start teaching us online, because we are all
Okay.
missing your classes. So it was
Mhm.
a great honor to hear that you're missing your classes. And then I told them, no, I don't want to teach dance fitness online because there'll be a lot of orientation problem and I cannot correct your postures and all very easily
Mhm.
dance. Then they said, no, you give us a combination of yoga at the end. No, please do
Mm.
only yoga online. So
Okay.
I started teaching yoga way before I got my certification, actually. So it was
Oh,
all with my
okay.
experience. So I had a
Okay.
very good experience of teaching yoga. I started teaching them, and then I had a lot of people, even the people near my home and my niece, my husband's niece, my son, my husband, my mother-in-law, everybody were part of the session actually.
That's
And
great.
many
Okay.
of yeah, I had a very huge number of followers, like, in the morning and evening batch, I used to take sessions. And it
Mhm.
went on, and we all were growing stronger together during COVID. And
Okay.
after that, then we came back to Bangalore. After COVID was over, we came back to Bangalore. And then
Okay.
I started thinking that, maybe um, uh, after teaching yoga for a longer time and me also doing yoga for a longer time, I felt that whatever format, as you said,
Yeah.
fitness is not this or that or walking or running or
Yes.
sport or nothing like that. Fitness can be a combination. It is based on your own liking, what do you like to do. See, for
Yes.
example, my fitness, I don't do only yoga, I don't do only aerial yoga, I do yoga, I do dance, I do
Okay.
boxing, I do
Oh,
strength
nice.
training, yeah, I
Okay.
do gymming. So mine is a
Okay.
combination. I make
Great.
sure in the whole I step into each and every format and finish off my, so that
So
it's a full
you
package.
teach also in the same format?
I teach yoga, aerial yoga, dance, and
Okay.
strength training. I do it just for myself, and when people come for the class, I give it in a combination because
Okay.
I'm a Pilates instructor, and I'm
Okay.
trained in HIIT also. So when they come for yoga classes, I don't separately charge them saying this that. I just give it in a combination. I make it holistic. So my
Mm.
fitness classes are very holistic. Some days we will only be dancing out heart out or only talking a heart out, and then that is itself a therapy is what I feel. And some
Correct.
days, we will only be hanging on the hammock, just sitting and swinging and talking to each other, or just
Mm.
hanging upside down. And so each and everything is a fitness format. It's not necessary that people think that if you sweat, then you lose calories. So that is
Yeah.
actually that's a myth.
That's a
Yeah,
myth.
yeah.
Many
So
people say, "Oh, I didn't sweat today, so I didn't lose any calories."
nothing. So I know some people think that I love to go and work out, and I'll sweat for whole 1 hour, and then the whole day I'll eat anything, I'll do anything to sleep at any time.
Correct.
So that itself it's like negated whatever they did in the morning. So that
Yes.
way I make it very holistic. So that
Mm.
way I became an instructor. So while I was in this fitness journey itself, there were many survivors from the same hospital who
Mhm.
were referred by my doctor to be my students. So
That's nice.
yeah, the doctor used to refer them to me, And not because he wanted them to be on the fitness path, but he wanted me to counsel them. Actually, that's how my counseling journey started.
Oh,
So I used
okay.
to, yeah, I started counseling cancer patients, and a few, mainly their family members also. So
Hmm.
and this hospital is in Coimbatore, the treatment where I took everything, GKNM hospital. So,
Mhm.
and that is a place where I keep going once in 3 months or 4 months. So what I used to do is, whenever the doctor gives the number, I speak to them. I first check with a very close one, like, are they okay to speak to me, that person?
Hmm.
Because not everyone, they're in
Yeah.
denial. Generally, they're in denial, like, why me will always be there. So I need to
Yes.
check with them whether they are ready to talk to me, and then slowly, slowly, I'll start getting myself closer to that person, and that
Mhm.
person will become a part of, as my client. And so it was going. It was a very different journey. We were all going together, and that was how, like, I started getting into this awareness programs of the same hospital. And one day, my doctor called and asked me, like, you're maintaining your fitness very well, because when they saw me after 6 months, I didn't roll and come. I was just
Yeah.
walking normal.
Mm.
So doctor was so surprised. He asked me, like, I'm really surprised. You have to let me know, what are you doing. I told,
Right.
no, doctor, I just fitness as my, it's a, panacea, and it's a placebo place for me, fitness. So I just started doing my activities, and I feel that, it is helping me. Then doctor said, I think you're doing the right thing. Please go ahead. Don't stop anything. And
Mm.
then later, after like 1 year or something, 2 years, when he saw me getting, like, having more clients, and more people following
Yeah.
me and all, then he told me that, I think you have the flair for telling people how to survive this in a better
Right.
way. So
Yeah.
then I need you to talk. So he took me to national conference, and also I've spoken in national conference. So where,
Mm.
it was just like a survivor. And once
Mhm.
he called and he told me, like, we there is a run which is almost like equivalent to this TCS 10K here in Bangalore, which is done
Mhm.
in Coimbatore. It's called Coimbatore, Cancer Awareness Marathon. So there's like 25,000 people who are running now each year now. So
Okay.
that marathon, he actually called me one day, and he told that, I think you will be the right person to flag off the marathon. So
Oh.
I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
doctor, are you really saying this? Then he said, no, I think it will really matter to people, because even if doctors say something, I don't feel that, people understand the importance
Yes.
of early diagnosis, or how to take your life after cancer and all. So I need you to flag off the marathon. So I actually flagged off the marathon. So from there, from then I've been like a resource person for most of the hospitals, even in Bangalore as well as in
Mhm.
Coimbatore. And I do a lot of
Mhm.
programs during October, the breast cancer awareness month, and I also
Mm.
do programs June, the survivors month, cancer survivors month.
Okay.
So that way, yeah.
So it's really
So,
interesting. This point came, to my mind that, the doctor who gave you the most shocking news of your life actually gave you the most surprising thing also in your life
yes, yes,
by
yes.
making the honor the marathon. So
Yes.
the doctor has played a very important role in your life, both the ways, with the shock and with the surprise. So I'm glad
Yes.
you had got a very good doctor in your journey.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Many
never
lessons
fail
will get.
to mention that. Yes, yes.
Yes,
I really see very less people, because we are not open, Sarah. That is the reason I would
absolutely.
say. See,
I
for
agree.
example, like I was very open to him. Like, there was an incident. You'll not believe it. Really happened that, during the, diagnosis period,
Mhm.
my husband, and my dad were sitting inside the room and talking to the doctor. And then the doctor said, okay, this is the treatment process, that and all. And then we just stepped out. Okay. And then suddenly my husband walks in separately to the doctor, and he speaks something. And when they were speaking, I just barged in and I asked, Doctor, what does it tell me? He told, nothing, might. It's the same thing what I said. It's just the prognosis only. I was talking to him. Then I said, then why, after I left, you talk to him? Like, like a kid. I was arguing with him, saying that, don't do anything like in the movies and all, doctor. I'm
Yeah.
all don't break the news separately one by one
Yes.
to me. Let it out to me. I will cry. I will completely finish it, and I'll come out of it. And he
Mm.
was like, oh my God, I've never seen anybody so strong, so
Yeah.
open, and so much demanding to a doctor itself. So if
Correct.
you are like this, even before your treatment, let me tell you, after your treatment, you'll be even more, even 50 percentage more than what you are right now. He said, if you
Absolutely.
are like how much of a strength and how the willpower you have. After the treatment, you're going to be a person who can nobody can shake you. So that's what
Correct.
he told me. So that was all very empowering words, is what I would say. And one more thing I would like to mention during that time is, he told me, he said this also, and he also said, don't tell anybody for next 6 months, he told me. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
a little skeptical.
You
Like, I
mean to say,
asked him.
don't tell anyone that you have got cancer?
Yes.
Okay.
He said,
Okay.
don't tell your relatives, don't tell your friends, don't
Uh,
tell after 6 months, at least for 6 or 1 year. Then I
okay.
asked, like,
Why?
why do you say that, doctor? Because it's not something wrong. You only said
Yeah.
that it's okay, it's very natural, everybody get it and all.
Yes.
So I asked, why do you want to, why do you want me to hide it? Then he said, it's not because that, it is anything wrong or you shouldn't say. You should
Mm.
say, I want you to say, but say it after 1.5 years of your treatment. You go and talk to them, and you talk to them, your tone also will be different, and their listening capacity also will be different.
Be
The
different.
way they know, their perception also will be different.
Be
Now if
different.
you go and tell, they will, once you would have been, as I said, the roller coaster ride, you would have been in a
Mm.
happy place, that okay, fine, I can take care of myself. You'll come to that happy place, and then they will come and say, oh my god, this happened to you.
Yes.
So again, it will pull your morale down. So each and
Correct.
every time, you cannot be pulling your willpower or your morale down. Your
Yes.
treatment will be affected if you are not in the right willpower. That's what he
Mm.
told me. So that we stuck to that. I felt that that is very genuine and it is good. Actually, it's a very
Actually, I
valid
also
point.
came across a lot of people, like, even a few of our relatives, friends who had got this, and they told us after 6, 8 months, and we were like, why are you telling us now? And they said, no, doctors had told. I said, doctor, when a girl gets pregnant, they don't tell in the first 3 months, thinking that it is, nazar na lag jaye, it will be a bad omen, something like that, and all that story. So I was like, it's not a pregnancy that you had to hide. She said, no, the doctor has to say. Then I was thinking at that point of time, and then it clicked to me that yes, what you're telling me, I think I was right at that point of time. It's basically, the more you tell, na, it's like that, na, like hari wari spoils the curry. The more the chefs in the kitchen, you don't know what you're going to make. You go to make
Right.
biryani, you're going to make some other khichdi out of it, because there are many chefs. If there's only one chef and one helper, the biryani is properly, whether you wanted Hyderabadi biryani, Bombay biryani, Delhi biryani, you'll be on that focus and you'll be on that point. But then if you have multiple chefs, one from Hyderabad, one from Delhi, one from Bombay, one from Gujarat, one from Rajasthan, so everyone will put their opinions, and then that will not be a biryani. So you
True.
had to work only with one chef, knowing your cuisine, that this is my cuisine and this is how I have to work, so that your focus doesn't move out, and you're just attached to it, that I need to come out of this phase and all that. And other thing, what you said is that your doctors actually put you into this counseling for their patients and all that. It is actually a very right thing, because they say, na, who goes across that pain, na, can only understand that pain. Now, the doctor would be explaining to their patients, but still, the doctor, God forbid, the doctor should not go through this, but the doctor has not gone through this journey. Na? He's only treating people, but he's not gone through this journey, that he can understand that what is the pain, what is the challenge, and how it happens.
Yeah.
Also, please tell me more about your Sukha aerial yoga studio. Now, where is it? How can people reach you? What is the motto of it?
Yeah. Motto of it, I'll start with the motto of it, because that is the driving passion for me to open the place itself. Yeah. uh, it is in HRBR layout, bang below cult gym, in what to say, chairman layout, HRBR. You're talking to me, Sarah? No. Okay. So it is in HRBR layout, and it is an exclusive aerial yoga studio. But then we give the classes as a holistic approach towards fitness. So why Sukha aerial yoga is, for me, I wanted to, as I said, empower people to understand the importance of fitness, and I wanted to make people understand that there is no point in saying why me to any of the issues in life. Could it be like, I'm fat? Always feeling I'm fat is not going to solve the purpose. So that way, or always feeling I'm sad, I'm not up to this, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. So keeping on saying I'm not doing this is not going to help anybody at any point of time. So The opening up of Sukha is that I wanted to set an example to people, like, especially people surviving any disaster in life, could be
Yeah.
mental, physical, or anything, that that is not the end of life. That is
Mm.
really not the end of life. So one,
Right.
you have to find out your passion, or you have to find out the place where you feel safe or where you
Mm.
feel strong. So that is the path you have to take and keep walking towards that path.
Absolutely.
So they say, right, if somebody throws lemon at you, make lemonade. Yeah. If they
Yes.
throw bricks at you, bricks at you, throw make a house. So
House
that
out.
way, yeah. So for me, it is like when cancer put me down, it wanted me to be like, completely down. That is where
Mm-hmm.
fitness gave me an empowering thing, that yes, Aruna, you can do this. And I
Yes.
actually proved it, and I'm still proving it, that there is life after cancer, and that is
Yes.
very beautiful. And this is
Right.
not only with cancer, there is life after any disaster.
Any
It depends
disease.
on how you disease or any problems in your life,
Mm.
any disasters that, uneventful events in your life. It is not the
Yes.
end of it. And there is always a two ways to make it. Either you want to take the very terrible path, always putting yourself down and saying that, no, I went through this. Or you look at it, you went through this, you take it as a fear factor, I shouldn't go through this again, and then you take the
Correct.
beautiful. So for me, I
Absolutely.
took the beautiful path. I took the beautiful path, and that is how Sukha actually came into picture. So Sukha is just, as of now, it is a physical appearance of what I was doing for the past 10 years. For the
Mm-hmm.
past 10 years, whatever I have been doing, it is a physical appearance. I've given a place for it. That's all.
Mm.
So that way, I feel that I get to meet more people, and I
Mm-hmm.
get to see a lot of people who are not coming out of their shells.
Mm.
Yeah, could it be, thinking that, no, I'm the woman of the family, I have to take care of my family, I have to do this, I have to
They just
cook,
don't want to
I have to...
disturb their comfort zone. Basically, they don't
Exactly.
want to disturb their comfort zone. They are happy with what they are doing. They are not least bothered of making a change or getting a change or doing something which can, make it more motivating, or, I think they've lost that enthusiasm in them.
That's true. That's true. And sometimes somebody needs to give that push. So there are
Yes.
some people, like, whom I like. I'm an instructor at Cult also, Cult Fit. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I when I was a student also, I'm also a student. I'm also still learning, and I'm also an instructor there. So when I'm a student, I have a group of friends, and we used to always have chit chat, talking about that. So one day this popped up, like somebody asked me, like, how are you so bubbly, always, happy, you don't have any issues, is it? I told, yeah, I have issues. It's like, I
Mm.
come here for this 1 hour for myself, and I
Mm.
don't need to think about my issues. So why should
Right.
I think about my... So I do this. They told, no, 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 you something is there, I think that, like, Complan, you should be having some health drink. I think you have to tell us, how are you so bubbly? I told, I just asked them this question. So I would like to ask you also this question, Sarah.
Okay.
What do you think as soon as you wake up in the morning?
Oh my God. It would not be very good to hear, but then what is stored today? What new?
Okay. Okay. What?
So, yeah.
Yeah, so there are many, like, I've heard this answer many, what will happen today, what I should be doing today. So it is about what I will be doing today, right?
Yeah.
So when they ask me, and generally I get these answers of, like, I'll be very thankful that, yesterday was good, that today will be good, I'll pray that today has to be good and all.
Mm.
I will say only one thing, simple, according to me. When people ask me the same question, I say,
Yeah.
as soon as I wake up, the first thing I feel is one more day added to my package. Bonus. Very
Great.
simple.
Never thought about that.
I'm not
Very
even,
good. Yeah.
I'm not even looking at yesterday. I'm not even looking at even this moment. After this moment,
Mm.
after tomorrow also, I'm not looking at. I'm just thinking that to my bag of life, I have a bag, and one more day is added, which is bonus. How many people woke up today morning? So if you ask this
Yes.
question yourself, you will lead a happy life. You will lead a happy
Absolutely.
day. And if you want to lead a happy life, for me, I have this thing of having a this thing in my balance, weighing balance in my mind itself. So whenever there a problem happens, I put the weight on one side. And generally when you put weight on one side, it goes down a lot. That is
Yeah.
the why me face. That is a why me face. So you're drawn
Mm.
towards that why me. So immediately on the other side of the balance, I will start putting my blessings one after the other. Consciously, I'll start thinking about my blessings.
Okay.
One is
Yeah.
First, to start with, I woke up today. The second, to start
That's a
with, I
blessing.
am
It's a
there
very
to
big blessing, actually.
I'm there to handle this problem, so I'm still there.
Yes.
So that is a blessing. I still have a family who's backing me up. I still have to go back to meet my son, my husband. I'm still working. I am still talking to people, smiling. So each and everything, even the smallest things, if you put on the other side, you'll feel that the side which was so low with your problems will actually go up, being feeling lighter. So I always have this in my mind that count your blessings and it will outnumber your misfortune or unfortunate events in life. So that is
Mm.
how I generally start my day. So I say thank you. So in a very funny note, I tell people, in I don't know whether most of them who hear this will understand or you will understand. Do you understand Tamil?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So they say that inniki setta naaniki paal, they say, which means they pour milk in your graveyard, like when you're dead, right?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
made it into a fun statement for myself where I say that uh, நாளைக்கு காலையில எந்திரிச்சா டீ காஃபி எந்திரிக்கலன்னா பால். So any which ways that milk is for you only.
Yes.
So
Yes.
don't be bothered. If you
Don't
wake
be
up,
bothered.
yeah, if
It's
you
going to be a
wake up,
tea or coffee. If not, it's any case.
why are you
That's good.
worrying about not waking up at all? You don't even know
Yes.
whether you'll wake up or not. So that way,
Yes.
that is what helps me a lot. So that way at Sukha, these are the things I give in a combination. When they come to a class, it is not like we are clients and I'm an instructor and they are clients.
Mm.
No, not at all. We are friends. We are friends. They come, and whenever they come, the first thing that we do in the class is centering. Centering is nothing but bringing your body, breath, and mind. So Sukha is all about body, breath, and mind being in harmony. So
Mm.
without any one of these also, it is not going to be okay. So
Yes.
that way,
Absolutely.
we always center ourselves. So keep your problems outside. I'm not saying throw your problems out, which is really very insensitive of me to tell. Keep
Yeah.
your problems outside. Just park it for some time and then
Yeah.
go back, pick it up, and live through it and work through it. So
Mm.
trauma, if there's a trauma, go through it. And people
Yep.
who are actually supporting anybody who is surviving any problems in their life, never say it's okay. It's a
Yeah.
kind yeah, it's not okay. It's
It's
really
not
not
okay.
okay. Yeah. So you just, say that you are going through it and I'm helping, I'll be with you, I'll be going through it. So that is the
Yes.
thing for the family members who are, taking care of people who are suffering from any disease or any problems in life. So that way,
Yes.
when they come, that is the motto of Sukha. So Sukha means, happiness. Sukha
Mm-hmm.
means a comfort zone, comfort place. Sukha
Mm-hmm.
means bliss. So when you come in maybe with any problem or anything, you come in, but
Anything. Yeah.
don't have that problem in your mind for the next 1 hour. Be yourself. You could
Mm.
be I could be Aruna Lawrence, I could be Aruna, the son of I mean the mom of a son, or I could
Mm.
be Aruna, whatever it may be. But when you come in, be Aruna. Be
Right.
Aruna. Just be Aruna. 1 hour. And you'll see the difference for the whole day.
Absolutely. There's
Yeah.
one best thing about our conversation which we had today. I've had quite few podcasts with so many people, and I always had to jump with the questions, asking them what is this, what is that. But with you, it was a very coincidence that whatever questions I thought in my mind, you have properly answered to them without me asking or going forward with it. Like, when I wanted to ask you about your the name Sukha, what does it mean? You from yourself gave me an answer. I wanted to ask you that because you're seriously you're a motivation for many. And what is the message you have to give? Without me asking, you have already answered that. You have passed your message in a very nice way. And also I wanted to ask you that what is so different about Sukha, because yeah, when it comes to yoga studios, it's a fact that there are many yoga studios today in Bangalore. It's not that we are only one. It's nothing unique which we are doing it. But yeah, everyone has their own uniqueness and own differences. So I wanted to ask you that, and also you showcase that in a very good and very inspiring way. And it actually makes you feel that you're not going to a yoga studio just for some class. Like, basically when we go to a gym, it's basically a gym membership. They give you the treadmills, they give you this thing to use, they give you the cycling part, other pulling part, the weights. They assign a chart and they give it to you, and you have to just keep following that and all that. So it becomes like a school where you go do your homework and come back. But in your when we spoke about Sukha Yoga Studio, I don't feel that Sukha is doing that same job which other people are doing, because what we end of the day need is, we need someone to talk to us, someone to hear us. That is very important. I think that is what we are lacking in today's date. We have no one to hear us, we have no one to talk to, because we are so addicted with our mobile phones, with our reels, with videos. We don't have any knowledge. Earlier days we had our grandparents, whatever story it was. And maybe it was like, like crows going on your heads, on your head, just going round, round, round when you hear them. The way they used to present it, or the way they used to tell it, I never used to get into the brains that how can something like this happen. But actually now, as the age goes on now, when I recollect, I feel that my grandmom used to tell, right, yeah, this had to happen. This will happen this way. That time we used to think that Nani is just gone mad. She's just keep on telling something other else. Because we as a kid never used to understand that, yes, life will take you here. Life will teach you this. So I think Sukha is giving that platform for people to share their things, to talk about it, to hear new things. And then at the same time, yes, adopting one kind of fitness which makes their life little change. And you also put a very good statement that you cannot throw off your problems. It's very difficult to say anyone, emotionally also and practically also. It's not possible. Like many people now, when sometimes I get tensed with few things, with few situations. A little tragedy happened at our place, and I lost my elder brother and all that. So they said that just try to forget it, don't think about it. I said, how is that possible? I have to move on life. That's no doubt. We have to move on. We cannot, But how do we just let that go
Yeah.
off? Yes, let's not make that main focus and spoil the things which are there in front. But it's nothing something that you can remove it from your brain and throw it off. It is always there. Okay, in the mornings you don't think because you're just in a hurry to rush somewhere. You have a meeting, or you have to call someone, or you have to get on to a video podcast. But sometimes in the evening you might think about it, sometimes in the night you might think about it, sometimes in the afternoon you might, matlab, you cannot remove it off completely from your brain, but you can park it somewhere side. Okay, bhai, you are there, let me finish all this, I'll come back to you. But you cannot tell that just get out of my mind or get out of my life. It's not a practical way actually, and practical approach to actually console anyone.
Mm.
There is a way of console also. When we say, when we go to some people's place, when to console, there is actually, I think, a trick or a technique also for that. You just cannot say anything you want, and
Exactly.
just think that what it is. So you have given us, I should really be thanking you for sharing your deeply personal and your powerful story with us, because this is something which we are lacking to hear. And the courage, the honesty, and the energy is truly inspiring for us. From being a cancer warrior to empowering others to the fitness through this aerial yoga, and through the the counseling sessions which you're giving them. So you have shown that, as you told that, uh, you can kill cancer. Cancer will not kill you. If
Cancer actually thrives only on chaos.
yes, I
But the
think if
chaos we
everyone
create.
becomes Aruna, then I think we'll have to say that you can kill cancer, cancer will not kill you. It's
True.
basically the motivation, the power, the positiveness is what has made you survive till here. And I'm definitely looking forward for many years, uh, you looking, surviving with this challenge and having a blessed, healthy life going forward. Because
Thank
it's
you.
basically a positive. How positive you are, things go positive. How negative you are, things go negative. You think that no, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, it's definitely not going to work. It's basically the seven secrets. How you think is what is going to
Yes.
face. So, once again, thank you so much for joining me, for sharing your story, for being a motivation for us, and making us teach that what is the purpose of our life, how we see our life story, how we make ourselves ready for the challenges and all that. Any other piece of advice would you like to give us before leaving?
Mm, I wouldn't say that as an advice. This is one thing very close to my heart, and my
Okay.
name starts with A. And I have a what to say, the path I have gone through, I've always
Mhm.
had this only one alphabet, that is A, throughout in my
Mhm.
mind. There are three A's that I have in my mind for any
Okay.
problems for that matter. It could be,
Okay.
you have any problem. So the first
Great.
A is, first of all, be aware. Be aware of yourself,
Great.
of something that
Mhm.
is happening around you. Because that was the first point, that my intuition was the one which diagnosed cancer at a very
Mhm.
early stage. So
Mhm.
be aware. So that is the
Okay.
first A.
Mm.
And the second A is accept. So that was the try me phase of mine. So accept it. So if somebody is suddenly, dropping 1 crore rupee in your account, you're not going to go hunting why it happened. No, right?
Ah, correct.
Right?
I
So
agree with
so we always have this in our mind, that when anything positive, anything happy happens, is everything for me. Anything negative
you.
happens, why me?
Correct.
so so it is your headache. So you
Yeah.
cannot park it in others head. You have to park it in your own head, work through it,
Yeah.
and be like, accept that, yes, it is me, yes, it has come to me.
Yes.
So no point in asking this global question, why me? You'll never get an answer. Stop asking why
Yes.
me. Start saying try me. And how do you say try me? Just say try me and sit in a place. No, it's not going to
No.
work out. Say
Mm.
try me with the right attitude. That's the third
Yes.
A. The right attitude towards life. How, what you
Right.
have to change. See, I was a very good expert, financial expert, working with Goldman Sachs with a high packed salary, everything. But
Mm.
if I'm going to have the same attitude, people ask me, you have done so many things, like you said, the painting, and whatever you have said, I'm like a jill of all trades but master of none. Okay.
Mhm.
Talk about dance, I'm there. Talk about painting, I do all types of paintings, and I do clay
Okay.
modeling, and I do
Nice.
counseling, I talk to people, I do debates, everything I run, I do sports, everything. But I'm not
Mhm.
like, I don't master anything. I just keep moving, including the skills in my packet. That's all. So
Mhm.
that way you have to find out, if I'm going to sit there saying that, yes, I want to be in corporate, I want to be in corporate, I wouldn't have taken care of my health in such a way that I'm
Yes.
talking to you as a warrior right now, right?
Yeah.
So people ask me, if at all you had not been diagnosed with cancer, what would you have been doing? Now only after cancer you are like this, Aruna the this, Aruna the that, like that and all.
Mm.
So if not cancer, what you would have been? My simple answer is, I would have been a corporate slave.
Mouth shut.
So there would have been only one face of Aruna, where I am Aruna,
Correct.
corporate slave. I would have had some
Mm.
time to manage my family. But right now,
Correct.
I am
Mm.
Aruna the motivator, Aruna the dancer, Aruna the instructor, Aruna the aerial yoga instructor. So I have a lot of, I'm like multifaceted. Like, I feel that I'm so empowered right now. So
Mm.
my attitude towards life changed slightly. I had to change. I didn't want to
Yes.
become like, and choose the attitude correctly. So be
Mm.
aware, accept, and
Accept.
be have the right attitude towards life, and
Attitude.
everything will
Abs-
be peaceful. Yeah, that's
Wonderful.
the
Wonderful. Very three important years you have given us. In because I come from a sales and marketing, so we always have the P's. They say that
yes.
the P's of marketing and all that. So today I've come to know about the 3 A's. And really interesting to know this, and I'm sure our viewers are also enjoying this session. And interestingly, they know exactly that A is not only for apple, but A has a lot of meanings,
Lot of things,
which you
yeah.
have taught us.
Yeah,
Which
that
you
you
have
can,
taught
you
us.
can call it Aruna's three A's, or
Yes, absolutely.
that
That's a
way.
good tagline, actually. So I have learned the three years from you today, and it's really glad. And I'm looking forward to definitely meet you in personal soon. And I'm sure we have a lot of things in common. As I told you, the session only went through that way. Like, you could exactly catch up the things, and the conversation. I think we cannot definitely take this more long because people have to watch this. But
True,
yeah,
true.
definitely, you and me will catch in person, and we'll have a long conversation, and we'll definitely gel together and all that. Once again, thank you so much. A pleasure to have you, and be motivated. Keep motivating people, and stay blessed. That is what I would want to say you.
Thank you so much. And once again,
Yeah,
I thank you a lot, for giving me this opportunity, because
my pleasure.
the more I get such opportunities, the more I move towards my goal in life, which is nothing but
Yes,
I need to touch more lives
yes.
in a positive
Thank
way.
you. Thank you once again. My pleasure. All my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
So, a wonderful session, as I said. So, if you are going through something right now, remember Aruna's word, don't ask why me, say try me. And also that we have learned today her 3 years. So, always keep that in mind. Very simple words which is used, but has a lot of meaning if you sit and understand to it and stay positive. Basically, it's all how positive you are on life is what takes you where you are today. So, and don't forget to check out her amazing work at Sukha Aerial Yoga Studio. I would be sharing her links in the description. And if this session touched your heart, I'm sure it would have, as it has touched mine. So please like, share, comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. You really don't know, the person next to you might be needing this, but is not able to tell you that he or she is into this need. So better share it with everyone. You never know, it can help which person in this way. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode soon. And if you want to be featured on my channel, please do get in touch with me. I would love to hear your story and share it with my viewers. I have shared my contact details in the description for the same. Till then, stay strong, stay motivated, stay positive. That is what helps you in the end. Thank you once again for joining my channel, Sarah Yunus. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.